Okay, my name is Mrs. Temitope, actor
Alright,
Ayotunde.
my name is Ikulamberu Ayotunde, and I'm newly married to this beautiful goddess spoken from the world beyond.
Our first meeting was very brief. I didn't pay much attention. It was at my friend's sister's wedding, his cousin. So he was just one of those guys that you just see as the fine cousins of the wedding guests or something. The fine cousins, yeah. So we just look at them and we just pass and continue to do our work. So I was just running up and down, helping my friend out to make sure everything was okay. And then she was just like, "Oh, have you met my cousin? This is my cousin Ayotunde." Okay, okay. And I just moved on.
So, 11th of December 2015, it was my cousin's engagement back then, and we had come around as cousins to celebrate with my cousin who was getting married, and then I just saw this beautiful girl who happened to be my younger cousin's you know, friend. She was also part of the bridal train. I studied her. I studied her.
So you're looking at younger children.
I studied her the one on second year, and then I just knew that I just had to get her number so I could, because I couldn't be sure that I'll see her again. So I got her number. I didn't call her until January. He said 11th December, and then I just got prompted to call her around January, and at that time I had just gotten my admission to study to have my master's degree in pharmacology. And then I called her in January, and then coincidentally she told me that she was serving in Ilorin where I was going to do my master's. You understand? Interesting. We didn't really pay much attention to it. We saw once or twice during her service year before she left, but by that time we had built, a level of friendship. I knew that she's someone that, I should either form a very good level of friendship with, or start a love affair with. She exudes a level of peace, a level of calm, a level of serenity. Yeah, let's take out the calm and peace. Those do not describe her properly, but she exudes a level of serenity that is not commonplace at this age and time.
At that time in my life, I wasn't even looking for a relationship. I was just trying to do the things that I had planned to do. That's focus on my MSc and just move on in life. That was just my plan. I finished school, I'd served, I just wanted to go to the next stage of my life. We were friends for about a year and 2 months before we started dating. We started dating 14 months after we became friends. So we dated for approximately 2 years. Approximately 2 years before he proposed.
You were in transition between service year to start work and then to have MSc in chemistry. And as God will have it, MSc in chemistry came before the job. So she had to come back to Ilorin. You understand that? And then 25th of February.
I had a feeling that you were probably praying somewhere, like saying, "Oh God, this has to work."
Of course, you know by now that I am a man of the Spirit. And can you remember how it happened? I told you a story about how on the 29th of March 2015 I prayed to God about something that I had in my mind, and I was like, "God, if you don't do this for me, nobody else will be able to do it for me. God help me." And then, I was just sharing that story with her. During the transition, we used to talk well into the night. We had built a very good level of friendship. So the first list came out, her name wasn't there. So all of a sudden on a Tuesday, I remember it was on a Tuesday, I was in the office, and she just chatted me up. I was like, "Wow, my name just came out on the master's list." And you know what? Just like the story you told me, I went to the altar on Sunday after our church service, and I was like, "God, please help me. I'm in a dilemma. This transition is already getting to a dilemma." She got admission into MSc Analytical Chemistry in Ilorin, and then she had to come back to Ilorin. So so many things happened, and then on the 25th of February 2017, we started our love relationship officially. And here we are today, 25th of February 2017, 25th of February 2018, 25th of February 2019, and 24th of October 2019. We are here after the registry dates. You know, there's a way you get selfless to a point of you also need to think of yourself and make the best out of it. Do you understand? There's a limit to selflessness. There's a limit. There's a limit to selflessness. So I, in many ways more than few, also want her to be more assertive. So that in a way cost a lot of, you know, back and forth. But being the person that she is, which I still find very difficult to comprehend, she hardly gets angry. You understand? So by that's how we've been. Let's see what happens and let's see what marriage brings now. They said it will be a different ball game. Let's see how it comes through, but I think I'm mentally prepared for that already.
It's not that I hardly get angry.
Okay.
It's that I think of all of the things that being angry brings. The emotions, the strength you have to put into all that. And sometimes I'm like, why not just state your disagreements in calm tones and just move on.
Ever since I met her like 3 years ago, I made up my mind that I was getting married to her.
So there was no need to state your intentions in it.
That's why I said
it proper.
Since I said it was going to mean a lot to you, so I went ahead. Since that's the proper way by you, so I decided that why not? So I staged it. Although, just like you mentioned, you know, somehow it could have been at my birthday, but logistics did not permit. So I had to wait till the logistics permitted, and then there we are.
They proposed in a very annoying way. It was annoying because he knows I hate public expressions of all those things. We went for a friend's wedding, his very good friend. We went for his wedding in Akure, and I traveled to attend the wedding, and while running around and trying to make sure everything was fine too, because I was friends with the bride as well, somebody just told me to sit down. And he was giving a vote of thanks for the groom and the bride, and then out of nowhere they just
you had all cameras on you.
Oh my god.
You had all of the cameras on you.
Oh, at first I was confused because I didn't know what was going on. I was confused. I was in shock. I thought maybe they wanted to take a group picture because the camera guy was telling me to face front. And I was like, I'm busy. I want to do something. And then it dawned on me that he was actually proposing because he was walking towards me, and I'm like, no, don't come. I was, stay where you are. Don't come. But I was happy as well when I looked at all of the thoughts. Yeah, the thoughts he put into it, and I was like, wow. I didn't expect that he would do that. I always wanted a private proposal.
You never experienced.
No, I was happy. After the proposal, I don't think there was any kind of fear. Then I was still buzzing with the excitement. So it was just like I was just okay at that period. But when we started planning for the wedding and putting an actual date to the wedding, doing all of the introductions and all that, and it became real. It became like, this is actually happening. It's not something that is happening in the future anymore. It's happening now. He can't be controlling. He should know when to draw the line. When it's too much.
I don't know when
I like decisive, but there's a line.
There's a line between being decisive and being controlled.
Yeah.
I feel she can be too assuming to think that people will just react the way she wants them to react, and also she.
How many?
and also she also, you know, I just feel she doesn't like to step on toes. She doesn't like to step on toes, and it's good sometimes. Wisdom is profitable to direct, but I also think that very many a times you should try and be assertive. Yeah, put your feet down, be assertive. That's my style. You understand? That's what I consider my style, and I feel it's good that she also brings the balance to all of things. But for me, I need to push her at times, and she also needs to bring the balance.
Okay. So I should okay. Oh. Oh. Okay. The question is, who are your favorite celebrity couple? My favorite celebrity couple, I would say Olu Jacobs and
Sex toys, yes or no? We haven't discussed this before, so not yet. Maybe when we're in marriage, definitely. For now, we've never discussed this, so maybe when we get into the marriage,
What is your dream home like? I'd like a very quiet home. Very quiet home. Somewhere that is peaceful, that I want to always rush home to. I'd like somewhere that gives me peace.
Oral sex, yes or no? Yeah, that should be part of sex already, so yes. Yes.
My dream holiday destination, anywhere with a beach, calms me. Just gives you this idea that you are on your own.
Valuable.
Strong.
She has her own career path she wants to pursue. She will definitely be in the background doing a lot of things, and most of these things will still come together at the end of the day when we have a conglomerate. All of these things will still come together. By the time our conglomerate is here, and our career path, our dreams, mine will all be subsumed together under a great umbrella, the Kintato dynasty.